Hello coaches, David Anspacher here with a short video about the SalesForce status check process. This is something we began in February of 2016, and we've made a couple of adjustments this year to this process. Not many for veteran coaches, but I wanted to go through it for new coaches as well. The status check was started for a couple of reasons, and I wanted to talk through those here. One, it is our best way of getting practice-wide data on how our schools are progressing towards our quality standard and lighthouse. It also helps us over time. It will give us great data on our effectiveness of training, development needs, and projections for budgeting lighthouse reviews going forward. It also is a really nice tool for new coaches in the transfer of schools. As you get to know a new school, you can see down to a level of specificity about what the previous coach or historical coaches saw as the trajectory of growth for schools. And also, at least last year, and I'm not sure about this year, we have a WIG about the number of schools that are on track to be certified in Lighthouse, and this is the data that informs that WIG. So that may be at least the most visual representation of this. Is important for us as a coaching and school practice to keep this data because it does inform a WIG that is looked at practice-wide and important. The status check is something you should integrate into your reflective practice after a coaching day. So when you pop that note, that Evernote link into Salesforce, this is the second step of that process. Once you do the link, to go and do a enter your information about the status check. So today I'm going to be dropping into Shui Elementary, and I'm going to scroll down. Let me go to the account first to show you where to find this. If you look at your school, you come to the school page, which looks familiar to all of you. Scroll down to this section here. This has moved, veteran coaches, to a little bit farther down, and we've changed the format slightly. It doesn't take up as much space on Salesforce, and also it's going to give us historical data. So if you wanted to look at last year's report, you can click this link here, and it will show you what the coach evaluated the school at last year. But your process will be to scroll down to that section and click New Lighthouse Rubric Status Check. And this page will pop up. And what you'll do with each of these is, in one hand or on one screen, you've got your rubric where you can look back on the day and think about, okay, I spent time with this school today. Here, I think they generally are sitting at a developing stage in ongoing staff learning. And that would mean you would pop a 3. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in Paradox. Into here, you pop a 3 in there, and so on and so forth for each of the levels of the rubric. I do encourage new coaches, and especially people working with new schools, to spend some reflective time with this. As you get to know the rubric better, you may do this quicker, but I think it's important to read the stages and really give some good thought. It will also help you think forward about your future coaching needs. But as you work through this, and I'll pop a few of these in here, this does not save until you hit save. If you fill all this in and forget to hit save, you've wasted your time and will be frustrated. So make sure that you click save. And again, I think you need to put Shui in there. Hit save. And then it will save your work. Now again, this you would need to input the date here to put that in automatically for you. I forgot to do that. You can save it numerous times if you want, but when you get done, and also you'll see this little question mark pops up to give you guidance about the levels. If you have not, if you're dealing with a new school and you have simply not dealt with an area yet, please do not leave it blank. You do need to put a 1 into each of these to have something show up. That is important to make sure that we have data there to inform and it will put it as red until you save it. Once it's saved, it shows up like that. And you'll see now, if we go back to Shui's home page, you'll see now if we scroll down, there will be a second Lighthouse rubric here, and we'll have historically the data from there. Again, this is an important piece that we want you to incorporate into your reflective practice after each contact day. Again, you should evaluate every step of the rubric unless it's a new school and you simply have not gotten to a section, in which place you put a 1 instead of leaving it blank. And if you have questions about this process, please let me know, and I'd be happy to follow up and do further conversations about this. And we appreciate your help with this important piece of data. Thank you.